as you settle in there, allow your hips to release and relax. If you're placing the eye pillow, it goes on your forehead. We don't put weight right on our eyeballs, eye sockets. And the front edge of it just cover the eyes. So you get that proprioceptive, the weightedness quality, the anchoring, grounding quality of the eye pillow, smoothing the skin muscles of your forehead. And the first of the five senses that begin to placate and soothe you is touch here. As you feel the touch of the back of your body, supported by, we're going to say Mother Earth, through the bed or the wall that your feet, legs are on, or the chair. On the back of your neck, head, back of the body supported by Mother Earth through all the paraphernalia she's wearing, the yoga mat, the carpet, the floors. I'm 15 floors up in a building, through all the concrete and steel, feeling the earth underneath you, supporting you. And allow that sensory, proprioceptive sense of weightedness. Gravity is our friend for relaxation. Allow gravity to feel on your next exhale like you are sending roots down through all of those elements into the element of earth, the element of root chakra, right? Muladhara, the rooted place, anchoring deep with the exhale. And allow the inhale to draw up nourishment through those roots, and the color red like blood, like life. The Chinese wedding color red, it's life, it's celebration, it's vibrancy. So each exhale sends roots down, and each inhale nourishes it up. Yeah, ideally you do have your legs resting on something, right? Whether it's a stool, a chair, a wall. So you can really feel the definition of restorative yoga is yoga, even though all yoga is restorative, really restores us. But restorative yoga in definition is the yoga postures supported by gravity props the earth rather than muscular effort. So we can really surrender into, yes, passivity. It's kind of a tough practice for us, achievers and doers. Passivity, passive practice. Let the exhale send roots down, finding the earth, surrendering. Let the inhale draw nourishment up. Notice where your arms are the most comfortable for you. Hopefully they naturally already found that, like Shavasana arms, or even if you're into more shoulder opening, I always like bending my arms to frame my head and nesting my hands in elbows or forearms. You might find that your hands have naturally rested on your body, and that's an instinctive grounding, self-comforting as well. I'd like you to imagine, yogis, that you have teleported yourself to somewhere on Mother Earth's natural surface, and all your senses can breathe in that earth abundance, the scent of grass or earth around you. The texture, the feel of what your body is resting upon. The riverbank or the tree bark or the grass leaves. Any scent or taste in your mouth from the air that's fresh, from the fragrance of flowers, leaves, even fruit nearby. The sense of the taste of that water nearby, natural water. The sense of taste of the air, of the natural fruits of the earth. And the sounds in this place on Mother Earth's surface. Your legs might be completely comfortable exactly as is. If you've already taken any other variations, an easy squat, cross-legged, ankle sukhasana, feel free. And if you wish to add now, just for a minute on each side, an ankle to knee. Bend one knee open to the side, park that ankle on the opposite lap of the thigh, just above the kneecap. And if the legs are straight up, you can bend the supporting leg ever so slightly, and then continue to bend it as much as you like, so you're in a completely supported ankle to knee, which begins to move into sacral chakra, or second chakra. But right here, feeling the earth underneath you, red color, especially a ruby at the base of your spine, an earth element rising up, we affirm silently, I have the right to be here, right here in my physical body. I have the right to have all I need for well-being. Imagine a spicy scent called abundance, and you're floating in a ruby womb, your own psychic womb. The developmental stage when root chakra blossomed, 9 months in the womb, first 12 months of life. I have the right to be here and to have. And I'm going to chant a sound that releases the block for root chakra. Let that sound, the vowel O, release into the earth any animal fear, excess fear to receiving your right to be and have. And you may join me silently or vocally with an O. Take a deep breath in. Beautiful. If you are in any asymmetrical leg or arm shape, if you're in ankle to knee, or if one arm is crossed over the other overhead, just go ahead and switch to the second side. Feeling the earth element under your whole body, the ruby red at the base of the spine, and surrounding you like a psychic womb. I have the right to be here and to have wealth, health, safety, security, and belonging. And as you become aware of the ruby jewel wheel of energy at the base of the spine, I'm going to chant a sound that helps it to vibrate, to expand, and to ground and root you more. That is the Bija mantra, the seed sound for root chakra, L-A-M, Lam. And I'm chanting 3 lums to maximize the La part. Join me with deep breath in. Lum, lum, lum. If you are still in an asymmetrical limb position, just let them return to something more neutral, legs right up your chair or wall. Maybe the knees are slightly bent to protect hamstrings, or deeper bent if you like. And as you feel that rubiness and the earth element, breathing in that rich scent, taste, groundedness, sight and sound of the earth sea. We prepare to move to our second restorative posture. Allow your knees to bend and the feet to rest upon the wall, the tree, the bed, the chair. Let your knees gently sway, rock a little right, left. Imagine that you've actually been here 3 times as long as we have, which is ideal for each restorative posture. But for today, imagine that you only had an hour lunch break, 45-minute lunch break, and you actually want to go through all the chakras. So with the knees bent, rocking a little right, left, go ahead and let yourself curl to one side in an instinctive side child. Let your head be pillowed. It could be by your arm or shoulder or hands. This fetal position, once again, mirrors for the body, reminds the body of root chakra period, the 9 months in the womb, when we were the wealthiest, healthiest, abundant. Every need met for us. I have the right to be here and to have. And now that sense of being half asleep, dreamy, the eyes don't even need to open much. You're going to press one palm, press the other palm, just to begin to crawl yourself into a single bolster supported twist using a bolster, and you may wish to use a block depending on the size of your bolster. If you have a very large bolster, you might not need a block. If you have a bolster you might want to raise up to you, you might do like I have done. Place a block under it. Another way to raise the bolster up to you is to add a blanket on top. So either or both. We're going to start by putting our right hip at the low end, the bottom end of our bolster. So we're already in a seated posture. Right hand on our bolster and doing the same side as you, so it might look mirrored in the video. And you're growing your spine tall. This is a spinal twist. Inhale, tall spine. As you exhale, turn to face the bolster. Take your little baby bear paws on either side of it and draw the knees up more so your spine can face it more. Use at least 3 lengthening breaths to crawl down. So as you inhale, feel like you're growing longer than the bolster. As you exhale, try to center your navel chest face as you get lower. 2 more like this at least. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, center and lower. I don't need this blanket, it's too much. 3rd time, inhale, lengthen. And on this 3rd exhale, lay one cheek down. Let the arms just surrender down off either side. And you're in your supported spinal twist on bolster side 1, the right side for digestive reasons. Right side first. Yeah. And now, like all the restorative postures, you check in with the customer, which is your body, and is always right. Just practice that svadhyaya, that self-study of, how comfortable am I on 0 to 10, and how can I make myself more comfortable? Maybe your knees bend up a little bit more. Maybe your knees want to sandwich a second blanket between them. Maybe you like the idea of pulling a folded blanket over your hips or low back for that proprioceptive grounding and weighting. And yes, if you have the eye pillow, it would go across the left temple. Most of us will have our right cheek down. It's the most easeful neck stretch direction. So you have that eye pillow across the temple, and then you're simply allowing your belly to surrender down on each exhale into the twist and the massage of the bolster. Return to that sinking, grounding, restorative breath where each exhale sends roots deep down, and each inhale brings up the red nourishment, earth element of root chakra. But now also allow rosy saffron salmon orange color to fill the landscape, like where you are at sunset or sunrise, and the most glorious flame orange is in the sky, painting the waters near you, rippling waters. You can smell fragrances even more, as sacral chakra in the hip area is all about pleasure, enjoyment, sensuality, and flow. Notice the stretch in your hips here, and if you wish to add a lower leg, right leg hamstring stretch, go ahead and explore extending the right heel leg straight in front of you. See if that feels good. If it doesn't, bend the knee back. If that bottom leg stretched forward in front feels good, and you want to add a quad stretch for the top leg, keep the left knee bent, but point the bent knee down the length of your mat. Kick the foot slightly behind you. And this more stretchy version of the supported twist feels like you're doing a hurdler's leap in your sleep. Notice if your arms are in their most passive. Is it more comfortable with the arms nearer or farther? More parallel or more wrapped around a little? Palms up or palms down? Water element, hear it, feel it, the rhythm of it around you, whether it's a stream, an ocean, or a lake, or a waterfall. Orange color, sensuously stroking your skin, sensuously delighting your sense of scent, taste, touch, sound. I've put upon my wrists the essential oil, Gentle Baby. Any floral such as rose or geranium would be just as awesome. You can imagine a floral scent, and it speaks to that sensuous inner child, age 6 months to 2 years old in your own body, that knew what she liked and didn't like and was not guilty about owning her own feelings and wants. I have the right to feel all that I feel. And as the orange color strokes your body, the sunset glow. Drink in the enjoyment of the senses. Drink it back out like the water rocks you, like your own circulation and breath. At any time, if the arms, neck, legs need to shift at all, listen to your own creature comfort. And I chant now the sound that releases the sacral chakra block. The sound is the long, delicious vowel ooh, releasing guilt from the hip area. You may join me vocally or silently, long ooh. Beautiful, let that ooh double your weight, because you are floating on water, and weight and gravity are different, completely supported, completely going with the flow of my own inner primal force and power. My life force is pleasurable and powerful, and I have the right to feel all that I feel. If you have your left cheek down, looking away from the direction of your knees in the deeper neck stretch, do release it to the gentler neck stretch direction now with right cheek down. As you enjoy this water scene, sunset, sunrise, orange glow, I'm going to chant V-A-M, VAM, sacral chakras, sensuous, resonating, vibrating the sound like 3 waves that wash, caress over your skin, your organs, your bones. And again, you can join me silently or vocally. 3 VAMs. VAM, VAM, VAM. Beautiful. Take a huge sip in of the breath, the air, and that delicious nature water scene. Exhale it out as though it were a sigh. And if your legs are kicked open with that right leg forward, left knee bent back, just reposition them to that easy fetal shape. We're going to move to the second side as you slowly walk your front hands, your front paws, your hands toward you. Any eye pillow on you may slide off. Any blanket on you, you can just kind of place off to the ground. And without even having to open your eyes a little or a lot, you could turn your knees to the other side, scraping your hips against the bolster, letting your hands, feet support you. And voila, you are in the second position. I'm just going to show this on this side, where your left hip is at the bottom of the bolster. Your knees are bent forward of you. Your left hand on the bolster to help the twist, the rotation of the spine be tall before you even crawl down. Bring your eye pillow nearby, and then inhale tall through the spine. And as you exhale, twist the torso, face the bolster, one hand on either side. Draw the knees up more already if the low back asks. 3 lengthening breaths, more if you like. As you inhale, grow your spine long, making space in the 24 vertebrae. As you exhale, crawl a little lower while deepening the centering of your spine. 2 more. Inhale, lengthen spine. Use your paraspinal muscles to make space between 24 vertebrae. Exhale, center and crawl down. And the 3rd time, lay your cheek down. Make any adjustments you need, maybe on this side. You need more or less blanket padding for the chest, for the face. Maybe on this side, the knees curl up, cuddle up more or less. You might sandwich a blanket between them. You might drape something over yourself. Sometimes that front arm, on this side it would be the right arm, the elbow is up in the air because of the way you've twisted or the size of your bolster. And so if that elbow is in the air, can you find something nearby to place under it? A blanket, maybe your second prop. Or how can you find that arm the most comfortably passive? Remembering that restorative yoga is supported yoga, passive yoga. Feel your belly surrender on this side into the gentle massage of the bolster. So you were a small child that maybe indulged in your favorite treat too much in the tummy. It gets just smoothed out by a loving warm hand, and that's the bolster. So in addition to the rosy red from toe to base of spine now, and the juicy orange stroking, caressing, wrapping around your hips, allow now golden yellow color, like a candle, like a sunburst, to light a match in your belly button and fill your entire abdominal region. Solar chakra, manipura, fills the entire space behind your abdominal wall, and the twist really helps to wring out any blockage in that manipura, solar area, navel, solar plexus. Feel the golden fire element now, like a sun rising above the water seen in the nature. The golden light spills over the landscape, soothes your skin. This is sun that can only heal and strengthen, cannot harm, because it's your inner sun. And it especially warms your waist, your digestive area. And it especially strengthens any of your muscles, bones, organs, heart or mind that need it. Like you are a 2 to 4-year-old child, this is the powerful toddler stage, this master of the universe, the terrible 2s and 3s, 2 to 4-year-old solar chakra power stage. I have the right to take action and enjoy my actions. Like that child has played so full out, shouted, run, laughed, swum, that you're just basking in your own perfect golden sunlight. And the spicy scent blend called Valor is surrounding you now, giving you courage in the face of adversity as you claim for yourself that right to confidence, willpower. I have the right to act and own my actions. And we get rid of the block of solar chakra, which was put in place to protect ourselves and others so long ago. We get rid of the block of shame. How dare you? What if? Who do you think you are? We can pull away the block of shame from our solar region with the sound ah. It's kind of instinctive and natural, and it's just as powerful silently. Or you may choose to vibrate it with me. And ah, take a deep breath in. See how that feels for you, and if it releases anywhere in the body. And if you did that extra leg stretch on side one, want to explore it on this side, your new bottom leg, your left leg, go ahead and extend it out in front of you like I'm in a much bigger bed in the hotel than I normally get, and I'm going to take advantage of that and kick my left heel forward. Feel that extra calf, hamstring, hip stretch, extra spinal twist. If it feels good, if it doesn't, bend it back in. If you want to add quadriceps, hip flexor stretch to your top leg, right leg, keep it bent, but aim the bent knee a little more down the length of your mat, and let the foot kick a little behind, and you're in this lovely modern dancer, hurdler, Mercury leap position in your sleep. My belly softening into the twist that rinses my spine, spinal rotation. For the pressure massage of the bolster on the second side, the left side, the descending colon, helping Mother Nature digest in our large intestine. Feeling the upper back, shoulders, neck release like the arms are just cascading, melting like restful angel wings down off either side of your spine. I have the right to take action based on my best choices and to enjoy whatever the fruits, the results of my action are. Feel that thrill, that vibration of risk and danger, confidence and power. Solar chakra, Manipura. And now we polish our golden sun with the sound of RAM, rolling that R, Ram if we can. And as I chant 3 Rams on one exhale, feel it polish the sun in your navel. Join me silently or vocally. Deep breath in. Ram, Ram, Ram. Beautiful yogis. Slowly now we come out of this posture, letting your hands crawl towards you, rebending your knees if they were kicked open, letting any eye pillow or blanket slide off you. We're going to transition to a side stretch over our right side. So what I usually do in class is I just do that swivel around to the other side again before I change my props. So I just once again let my hips scrape against my bolster as my knees swivel to the other side, so I'm ready for my right side. But now we change our props. If there was a block involved, take it out from under your bolster. Let your bolster be crosswise now, horizontal on your mat, so that you can lay your waist over it. I'm just going to show on this side so I can face you more. You may want a blanket just beyond it for cushioning under the shoulders, especially if you have one of those big bolsters. You'll probably need that. And if you lay it out enough, I'm going to show what that's going to look like. You could actually sandwich wrap, hot dog bun, so that it's also a pillow for under the head. Of course, if you prefer a blanket for each under and over, that's fine. If you have a small bolster like me, you might not need any padding at all. So put your waist right at the center of the bolster. I'm doing a karate chop right at the center of my bolster, and putting my waist and hip there so my knees are actually off my mat, because I want to have room on the bolster behind me if I spin open. Take your block in front of where your head will be and lay your right waist over the center of the bolster. You see that I have a little padding between my shoulder and the floor. If you need more, fold it up more to support that gap, fill that gap. Your knees are bent and stacked up 90 degrees, and whatever pillowing between your right shoulder and head cheek to make the neck comfortable, go ahead and do that. Your right arm is palm up so that you can have that external rotation through the shoulder, and then your your left arm is going to float up to the ceiling on inhale, come over to the right palm on exhale. And your hands can be like a loose, restful, diverse position. It's already a pretty big shoulder stretch, so if that's too much for the arm, it can be more in front. Or here's what you do with the block. You can sandwich a block any height that works for you between your palms. So you still get that length through the left side, but it's not too much, and it's aligned, and it's two-dimensional. Starting just like that. And if it feels comfortable for you, go ahead and stretch your legs out so you're just one long lateral flexion of the spine towards the right, lateral extension of the spine on the left. So that in this sequence, we actually are experiencing all 6 of the directions that the spine can move. We did the rotation right and left a moment ago. Now we're doing the lateral extension, right and left, one side then the other. Just allow the bolster to be stretching you longer on your left side, like you're growing taller in a very long, thin line, like you're just a blade of grass, right? And now any of the following options you may try out or not, or you may try out briefly and then let it go. If at any time long body like this bothers your low back, first see if you can just feel yourself lengthening the low back. Or we bend the knees if you need. And here in this long blade of grass, you may wish to add a further lengthener of your left side, top side, in what I call chopsticks, a long thin X. Straight arms, straight legs. Let your top leg come forward a few inches off the bottom leg. Let your bottom leg inch back 1 or 2 inches. So you've split your straight legs, top leg in front a few inches, bottom leg back about 6 inches between. And then your top hand, left hand, reach it in the air a little bit back behind you. So you're a very long, thin, skinny X. The center of it is your waistband. Like elves, have your left wrist and your left foot, and they're lengthening now. If this isn't comfortable, just come back to where you were. Now the next possible direction you can go, what I call a pinwheel. Your legs are going to bend once again, but the bottom leg bends forward, right leg bends forward. So whether you're straight, knees bent, or in the chopsticks, let your right leg bend forward of you. Let your left leg bend back and spin your back onto the bolster. Cactus your arms. This is where I'm repositioning, blanketing and blocking so that my head has underneath it whatever pillow I need. And your body is like one of those police outlines, body outlines that's fallen. I'm trying to show it a little bit more clearly visually. In a physical class, I can come around and help move your limbs in place. So your chest is open, face, throat is open. The back of the head is on a block. In my case, we're on a folded blanket. In your case, the arms are any version of cactus, Y, or even bent. That left arm, if it needs something under it, can have a prop under it, or you're just bending it where it's the most restful for you. Feel the inner right thigh stretch, feel the left quadriceps stretch. Pinwheel. This is opening into our heart chakra. It's a back bend heart opener, it's a shoulder opener. It does have a spinal twist, and it gets into our hips, thighs as well. So heart is the 4th of 7 chakras, the middle one. And it balances the 3 lower chakras and the 3 higher here. It's all involved. Compassion, kindness, care. I have the right to love and be loved. I have the right to receive and give compassion, kindness, and healing. Good. If you're still opened up in this cactus, sleeping cactus pinwheel, just carefully fold back in, rebend your knees, come back onto the side, and your hands can just be in a prayer. I just put the block under my cheek. The prayer can be in front of you or under your cheek. You're just in a gentle side stretch of the bolster. Feel the difference of your left side and your right side. The side stretch of the bolster has opened up your left rib cage, opened up your whole left side for length, and then just opened up the front of the heart. Anahata, heart chakra. I have the right to love and be loved. Feel air streaming over you in a green place in nature. And allow that air, as it streams over you, to lift away any heavy winter leaves from your ribcage, front, back, side. And that stream has the sound of the vowel A as it's lifting any heavy binding on your chest and heart. Join me vocally or silently with a heart-lightening A. Nice, just as though your body were a gentle leaf, green leaf. Start to press yourself up, so you'll notice the instinctive, easy ways to do that. My left palm pushes first, my left leg rocks back first, so I can start to press myself up to a half-seated posture. And I'm going to suggest that same most easy way to turn around. You're just letting your hips kind of scrape the bolster, your bent knees go the other way. So you could even do that without your eyes, right? So I'm just going to switch around so I can face you. But you now have your bolster crosswise at your left hip. Your blankets are ready for padding on the left side. Check that your waist is right at the center of the bolster, so if you open to cactus, you don't fall off it. And then with the knees bent, reach your left arm past your blanket. You can sandwich wrap your shoulder or add another blanket. Let your left palm face up. Knees bent at first to really create that length in the low back. Right arm floats up as you inhale, and then palm to palm as you exhale, or sandwich that block. Whatever distance works best for you. And on this second side, the body already knows where it's going. It's familiar with it. So let your breath relax you. The exhale sends roots into the earth. The inhale nourishes you through those roots. In that green place in nature, on grass or in a tree, allow the sense of air, the element of heart chakra, to caress your skin as well as your throat, lungs, belly. I dab the scent blend gratitude on my wrists. Other great scents for heart chakra or any flower, floral, or something like peace and calming, forgiveness. Green color of every hue all around you as you are with your brother and sister, trees, leaves, plants. I have the right to love and be loved. As though you were breathing in through your entire skin surface like a leaf might, deep, rich green. Deeper, richer, fresher green out as your breath itself gives oxygen to the planet like the trees do. Anahata, unstruck your heart chakra developmentally. That's age 4 to 8. When children move away from just what is my, I, me, mine, and we're sharing more compassion, more stories and care, sharing our jokes, our lunches, our toys. I have the right to love and be loved. If you haven't yet, straighten out the legs into the long grass blade if that feels good. As you feel that right side body so long, know that in restorative, the customer is your body who is right. If you wanted to be in one restorative shape the whole time, or one version of the side stretch the whole time, you would be right to do so. But now if you want to play with chopsticks, that long thin grass blade splits at the bottom where your toes are, like a split blade of grass, and the top foot edges forward, bottom foot edges back, like a long thin swallowtail. Very narrow, thin X. And then your top arm, right arm, reaches back a little bit as though elves were pulling on your right wrist, your right ankle. If we were in class, I would probably come and lengthen you through the wrist, through the ankle. If we were in class and your head was in the air, I'd probably come and put a block right under where it is. So feel the passive earth gravity lengthening your right side body long. Yeah. Now, if you wish to take sleeping cactus pinwheel, think how if you're in chopsticks, you're reversing which leg is in front. And legs are going to be bent, 90 degrees stag. So the bottom leg, left leg, bends in front, 90 degrees. Top leg, right leg, bends behind, and you're spinning the back of your waist on the bolster, opening your arms cactus-like. If you had placed a block under that right hand, it's perfect, perhaps for under your right forearm or shoulder if it needs it. You're spinning your chest, heart to the sky, opening like a supported fish through the chest. Make sure your head and neck are comfortably supported, whether it's a blanket, tube, or a block. If anything is uncomfortable, come back out of it to a former position. Or let your body cue you how you want to adjust it for more ease. Glossy green leaf of my body, inhaling, gift of love, life, care. Exhaling deeper, richer green, my own gift, love, life, care. Emerald color in the chest, rib cage, lungs, heart, arms. And the sound I chant now is 3 YAM, yums to expand the heart. Join me vocally or silently. Deep breath in. Yum, yum, yum. Yeah. Notice if the heart open postures are your favorite, the side or the face down. And you're just going to let yourself close back into that praying child shape. The knees bent. Hands might be in prayer under the cheek or in front of you, letting the head pillow how it's the most comfortable. Feeling how even in this more curled variation, your right ribs, intercostals, waist, QLs are lengthening, obliques lengthening because of the bolster. And then using your right palm to press the floor, bringing yourself partway up. Going to build a supported, gentle back bend and airline recline posture, like a first-class airline cabin seat, using a block and armrest. And placing the block, I'm using the low height. You may have a higher height if you prefer. You can let that block be right under where your neck would be. And you're sitting your hips right up against the bottom of the bolster. This is where your knees may like to have a rolled blanket. If you have a second bolster, by all means use that underneath of the knees. So you're in a first-class airline cabin seat or Club Med chaise lounge, pool lounge. Make it as high of the head and of the knees as you like. As you lie back, feel the heart-opening effect of the bolster that's elevated under the head and neck. This now opens not only into heart chakra where we just were, but also into throat and neck. Make sure the head is comfortably supported. You might put a folded blanket underneath your head and neck. Yeah. And the arms open whatever angle you like, or even resting on your body. Or for a deeper shoulder opener, framing the head. Feeling how your body, all yoga postures are prayer gestures with our body, right? How your body prayer gesture is one of openness, of receptivity, trustingness, vulnerability. I have the right to speak and hear the truth, says your throat chakra. Vishuddha, purification. Feel the neck soft and comfortable. You might even let your head just rock heavy a little right, left, or nod heavy a little up, down, to undo any unconscious tension there. At any time, arms and legs can adjust posture while your knees are over your bolster or blanket. Some of you may even wish to pick up the feet onto that bolster or blanket, either in an easy seat Sukhasana or in a butterfly Baddha Konasana. Surprisingly, the bolster or blanket helps elevate this so it's easier to feel restful. And at any time that's enough, you can just surrender the bent knees back over your bolster or blanket. That eye pillow if it's within reach, or a towel if it's not yet on your forehead, eyes. Feel free to gently lay it there. And in that beautiful nature space, it's as though your body were a lovely rainbow jello dessert, red from toe to base of spine, orange at hips, gold yellow in belly, solar plexus, emerald at the heart, and now sky blue, turquoise, peacock blue in the throat. I've dabbed a scent blend called Harmony because throat chakra is our voice, our unique expressiveness in the world. It is the artists, the teachers, the communicators' chakra. I have the right to speak and hear the truth. Creativity and communication. Even turquoise is a creative imagining. Your blue-green blend is yours uniquely, not mine and not your neighbor's. And the element is space and sound. So above now, the air and the breezes, the earth, the water, the sunrise, you have space, and it travels through that turquoise blue throat. I have the right to speak and hear the truth. The block for throat chakra is untruth or unspoken truth. And we can soften and release that with the sound of the vowel E, silent or vocal, letting go blockage in the throat, untruth with E. I willingly hear truth from my body wisdom and my higher spirit wisdom. I willingly hear the truth of others who share my experience and world. And I liberate my own unique truth, my voice, to share my truth generously with the world. Feel that turquoise blue surround you, space, sound, element all around. Willing to contribute your unique note to the symphony of creation. Drinking in the floral blend harmony. And the sound, the Bija mantra seed sound that expands throat chakra, Vishuddha, is hum, H-A-M, hum. Just making that sound softens, opens the larynx tissues. So as I softly chant 3 hums to expand my throat chakra, you may join me silently or vocally. Hum, hum, hum. This airline recline posture, supported back bend, may be your Shavasana if it's that comfortable any given day. With the knees back over the bolster if they were picked up onto the bolster. Or you may make a transition by removing the bolster and block from underneath your spine, so your spine is level upon the floor. Just give yourself the pillow of a folded blanket under the head and neck. Keep the bolster under your knees. And in this classic supported Shavasana, feel your whole back of your body resting now. In that nature scene, it is early dusk evening, and the sky is indigo, blue, violet, purple. Brow chakra, ajna, to perceive. One bright evening star paints you with starlight like inspiration and guidance, and shines a beam straight down into your forehead where the eye pillow might be. Ajna, to perceive. I have the right to see. Feel the indigo, the violet there, and that bright star in the sky actually reflects your own ajna in your forehead that's being with you always and always will be. I'm using the scent blend Serenity. Lavender is also perfect. We unblock brow chakra, the block of illusion, with the sound of the letter M, like we're trying to wipe clear our window with an Take a deep breath in. And while the sound of an open brow chakra is the same as for crown, it's Om, there is a specific sound we can use to shine up, polish, expand our amethyst third eye, and that is the sound Ksham, K-S-H-A-M. So like a special jewel polisher, 3 squirts into your amethyst third eye. Join me silently or vocally with 3 Kshams. Ksham, Ksham, Ksham. And sigh it all out as though you were floating upon a white, fluffy, cumulus cloud bed that stretches for hundreds of miles, brilliant light shining upon it from a giant round white supermoon above, brilliant light around and below you and through you as we approach crown chakra Sahasrara, where brow chakra's element is ether, crown chakra's element is bliss. This is the space we reach in samadhi, in meditation. This is the space we reach in the deepest layer of yoga nidra, anandamaya kosha, bliss body. And all of the rainbow gems are in place along your spine. Throat chakra was age 8 to 12, creative age. Brow chakra is adolescence, when we move from childhood into adulthood. Crown chakra is ageless, eternal, and it contains all of the rainbow gems along your spine. So some may see it as violet. In fact, it is all light and it is pure radiance, sparkling like diamonds, platinum, pure light, like a halo from your crown and all around you. And I dab on the essential oil blend White Angelica, like angel wings, white snowflakes, cumulus cloud and mist all around you. I have the right to know, says Sahasrara, thousandfold, that thousand-petaled white lotus that energetically floats an inch above your crown. The block is attachment, which really is anything smaller than who we are, who we boundlessly, infinitely are. And we can let that go with the sound of ng, like the ending of a verb, singing, praying, dancing. Join me silently or vocally, unblocking with ng. And allow your crown to feel like a moon roof, circular and soft, opens up, and a beam of pure supermoon white light pours down on your inhale from the crown to the tailbone. And the exhale saturates your entire body, trillions of cells with that moonlight, like it is Amrita, the divine nectar of knowledge and love. Drinking in on your inhale, Amrita, column of divine knowing and love, crown to tail. Soaking, moonbathing every cell of the body as you exhale. Thank you for joining me today, yogis, for this compact version of our 7 chakra balancing restorative practice. Imagine yourself floating here in Shavasana for the next 10, 15, 20 minutes. Namaste.
The recording has stopped.